The National Film Board of Canada presents Animated Motion by Norman Mclaren and Grant Munro.
This is motion picture film. And here is one frame of film. The difference between one frame of film and the next is the essence of all motion picture and animation. 24 such frames make 1 second. In how many ways can something be animated from A to B in a straight line? (256 moves from A to B). Tempos appear to be modified by context and association. For example, if this disk is associated with a large object, such as the sun, it appears to be traveling very fast. If seen as a tennis ball, its motion seems unbearably slow. Motion may be classified in different ways. What we have illustrated so far is motion's main characteristic, tempo. All tempos are part of an infinitely graded spectrum. In conclusion, the size of the move is the animator's chief concern. Whether he is animating a cutout, an object, a substance, a person, or a series of drawings. In addition to tempo, there are 5 categories into which all motion falls. The first of these categories is constant motion. The one and only feature of constant motion is that the distance between each calibration is the same. For any one tempo, the animator's moves are identical. All the illustrations of tempo in part 1 of this series had equal calibrations and therefore constant motion. The second category is accelerating motion, or acceleration. The one and only characteristic of acceleration is that each move is always bigger than the previous move. When the move between each frame is smaller than the preceding move, we have deceleration. Acceleration and deceleration, together with constant motion, can be arranged into one large spectrum. Starting steep, each deceleration is replaced by a deceleration less steep. The deceleration is now so slight that at the middle of the spectrum it becomes constant motion. The constant motion switches over into a gentle acceleration, which progressively turns into steeper and steeper accelerations. Without the use of these factors, the animator could not portray even such basic things as weight, heavy, light, a punch, a violent punch, a faster punch, a cautious touch, a cautious push, a thrust, gravity, a bounce, another form of gravity, perspective, where different tempos are needed to create the illusion of travel at a uniform speed. The fourth category of movement is zero motion, or no motion at all. Animators call it a hold, and for them, zero motion is most important. At the start and finish of a movement, holds play another role. Let's go back to our very first example of tempo, the disc going from A to B in one frame. Normal single frame. There are no holds. Double frame has one move and one hold. Triple frame, one move and two holds. Quadruple frame, one move and three holds. Six-frame animation, one move and five holds. The result, first at a slow tempo. Another common use of the hold is accelerating to zero and decelerating from zero. Five-frame hold, a 36-frame hold. Finally, a use of zero motion in what is the most common piece of animation syntax. A hold at start and finish. In the middle, a section of constant motion, led into by an acceleration and out of by a deceleration. The fifth and last basic category of movement is irregular motion. When it is impossible to predict the size of a move from the size of preceding moves, we have irregular motion. A medium-sized move, a tiny move, a huge move, a mid-sized move, a small move, a slightly bigger move, and a zero. A slightly bigger move, bigger still, and a zero. Slightly smaller, and 3 zeros. And a bigger move. The result. Irregular motion has a character all its own, often appearing as erratic, capricious, nervous, or even frightened. By their skillful use, the animator gives life, meaning, character, and spirit to no matter what subject.